Hello once again YouTube, Chris the Nightbringer here bringing you some StarMade station reviews, and today we are taking a look at the Zeta-Class Starfort by HeadVsBrickWall. And this is a pirate station, and I must say, it's quite an interesting take on the pirate station. A very round, cylindrical structure, almost like a disc in space, and holy crap guys, HeadVsBrickWall has gone all out with the greeble here, and you can definitely see that. There is even a few subtle patterns that I'm seeing here, and I'm not sure if these were intentional or if, it's some sort of after effect of the build process that this player has done. It does seem to loop around. Yeah, it's actually a circle, so there are patterns in place here, which is pretty interesting. There also appears to be very heavily integrated mounts for turrets, and a massive structure in the middle featuring lots of logic, something that we have yet to see or have not seen in the station reviews so far, and I have to say this is a really neat idea, and it's just crazy what you can do with this. It's just a really neat effect. I've only seen it used this way in a few other builds. For example, Raven's the hyperdrive ring, or the warp ring for Raven's recently made salvager makes use of the logic lines and the logic pipes and whatnot. So that's pretty neat. Definitely an awesome feature of this station, and I kind of want to see that used elsewhere now that I've seen it. But here's the thing that I have to immediately say about this station. I'm not entirely sure I can agree with the entire station being comprised of advanced hull. The reason is because these stations are default stations that the player will be having access to right off the bat. Now, actually, in saying that, it's entirely possible that that is no longer a valid point because of the recent scrap metal changes that they've done with the abandoned stations. The thing is this is a pirate station, so I'm not sure if it applies, but the thing is if it doesn't, then a player that build blocks this station, apart, may be getting a ton of materials very easily, depending on how difficult the turrets on this station are, and I'm not sure I can agree with that. I definitely would rather see more of the station as regular hulls. So we're going to take a look around. I haven't explored this fully. There's some random logic pipes sticking through some areas. We're going to... Holy crap. Walls of plex storage. See, here's the thing, guys. I'm not sure this is necessary as well. I dig cargo rooms, but I'd honestly rather see a cargo room that somebody has designed instead of a massive wall of plex storage, or any other module for that matter. Stats do not matter on these stations. They're not intended to be incredibly difficult. That type of content can come with player-created stuff that they make as they progress through the game. These appear to be some sort of cells, possibly brainwashing areas. I don't know. Another thing I would like to note real quick, and this is something I noticed earlier, and I saw it down here, is behind these vents, they have actually put explosives behind the vents, and I never thought to use explosives as a decorative block behind a vent or as piping, and it actually looks really good, guys. I think that's pretty neat. There's some underfloor detail work added here. It's it changes as you move around the station, which is a little interesting. I have absolutely no idea what the purpose of this room is. I really do not. It kind of seems like a shower, but there's gravity modules here, and I don't know what that's all about, honestly. Is there blocks in here? No, there's no detector blocks. Maybe I'm missing out on something. Let's open this up. Ooh, there's a gravity lift. We'll take a look at that in a moment. So we got more of these cells. It appears that these cells go all the way down except for here, which is another hangar with an interior turret. Now that is a pretty beefy looking turret. I am pretty impressed with the way this thing looks, especially this back end. Look at this back end. That's pretty neat. I'm not sure if, it may have been designed that way, but it just looks pretty cool. And it's a beam turret. I love me some good old beam turrets. Beam lasers, all that type of stuff. There's a big conference room. It's quite plain. It's a very big conference room. Also, I'd like to mention that there's not a lot of room to navigate this. If I was in astronaut mode, I'd have to jump all over this this table and all over these chairs in order to get to one end or the other. And, you know, if you can fit the room in to make that bigger, I think it would pay off. And we seem to have a repeat of the structures that we've seen before. Some more storage. These are some factory modules. With the recent update, those might have to change. Let's go up to the next floor. Features some logic. I'm not sure how I feel about the logic being spread out in front of you inside of the station. You know, it's quite literally directly blocking my path. It's not a physical thing, you know, I can pass through it, even in astronaut mode, but I'm not sure how I feel about that aesthetically. You know, it may not make sense. What is this? Is this an undetonator? No, that's the faction module with some gravity. There doesn't appear to be anything else in this room. So let's find out what is on the other side. Oh wait, no. There's two. This one right here says no data. I'm assuming the player's name was meant to go on that built this. Over here we have a red light. Ooh, now that's interesting. What does that do? Oh god. Oh god. I didn't intend to do that. Oh my god. I blew up the treasure. Holy crap, guys. Now that's neat. That's why all those detonators were inside the walls. It quite literally just blew up not only the factories, which, holy crap, there is a massive number of factories here. Are these all indeed factories? Wow, factory enhancers, okay. They're not the actual factories, just the enhancers. Okay, guys, I just blew a massive hole, and not only over there, but over here. I'm glad I did that sort of towards the end, because it would have been bad if I did that at the beginning. It even blew up this! What is this? What? I didn't get a chance to find out what was in this room. I'm sorry, guys, that's a bit of a shame. Wow. Okay. I must admit, that was pretty neat. I was not expecting that. That's what I get for randomly pressing buttons. I don't think I'm ever going to do that again on a station until I get to the very end of the review, just to see if things happen. I did read that there were, in fact, some nasty secrets in the station from the download page, but I kind of figured that they would only go off if I was in astronaut mode. I guess I was wrong. So, my overall rating, I'm going to give the internal design a 6 or a 7 out of 10. You know, there's some really cool ideas, and this goes for the external design as well. There's some really cool ideas, but it's very plain. There's not a lot of actual detail incorporated. It's, you know, it's like a bare minimum. The conference room, the factory room, the storage room. There's plenty of room inside the station. Look at all this space right here that we have. What is occupying all this space? Shields and stuff like that. I mean, there's no need for those numbers, you know, on this station like this. A player will never be able to get through this with their first ship, and I think we should take that into consideration when designing stations. So interior and exterior, you know, there's definitely ideas that could be implemented. Things could be expanded upon and really given, you know, some depth, some characters, some designs to really help bring this out as, you know, a really striking station, and it's not quite there yet. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, 6 out of 10 maybe. As a pirate base, I'm going to say that, you know, it's unusual, and I think that goes well, that bodes well for a pirate base in terms of what you should expect. You know, it's a very unusual station. I definitely dig, you know, the whole disc shape thing. Effectiveness, I'm going to give it another 7 out of 10. Again, you know, there needs to be more things going on with this station, but I do like where it is heading, and I definitely want to see this thing improved upon in order to achieve that perfect rating. So, I'm Chris the Nightbringer. You can subscribe to see more of these station reviews as well as the other content I post on my channel, and I will see you all for the next one.